All right, everyone. How much money did you actually have left in your bank account after growing chili peppers last year? You bought fertilizer, sprayed expensive pesticides, ruined your knees, and worked your tail off. But what you actually held in your hands was barely anything, right? And I bet some of you even lost an entire year's harvest to anthracnose in one go and shed tears. The reason is simple. It's because you just planted your chili peppers diligently. Planting only chili peppers, just them, is like running naked into a battlefield without body armor. It's early to mid-April now, right? You'll be planting chili peppers soon, so please, for goodness sake, don't just dig holes like everyone else. Watch this video all the way through today. I'm going to use data to show you the strategic assets that will protect your chili pepper farming profits and the parasitic crops that are draining your wallet. If you don't know this year's harvest will be just like last year's. You'll just be doing favors for others. A lot of people make a mistake. They say farming is all about dedication. Maybe that was true in the past, but it's not anymore. Farming is now a strict business. You need a clear output compared to your input. Let's be realistic. Let's say 1 pound of chili pepper sells for 10,000 won. If you spend 2,000, 3,000 won on pesticides, 3,000 won on labor, and about 30% of your chili peppers are diseased and have to be discarded, then how much is left? Chili peppers have a growing period of over 150 days. During that time, various risks like anthracnose, blight, and aphids are always present. And once the disease hits, going to the pesticide store, buying expensive medicine, and spraying it is already meaningless. To improve your profit structure, you have to reduce expenses first. The companion planting strategy I'm going to tell you about today isn't some emotional story. It's a natural risk hedging system proven by years of data from the Rural Development Administration and overseas agricultural research institutes, so please make sure to watch. So, the first strategic assets I mentioned earlier are green onions and garlic. This isn't just friendly advice about growing well together, it's a full-on chemical warfare and efficiency maximization strategy. The roots of allium plants produce a natural antibiotic substance called allicin. This forms a kind of invisible shield around the chili pepper roots, physically blocking the infiltration of blight pathogens. It's a very basic principle in plant pathology. Actual research data shows that when intercropped with allium plants, the incidence of blight in chili peppers significantly decreases. And it doesn't stop there. Endomycorrhizal fungi around the roots are crucial. These connect with the chili pepper roots and pull in water and nutrients from further away. Where else can you find something like this? It means that even if you give only 7 bags of fertilizer instead of the 10 expensive ones you usually give, your chili peppers will grow better. Calculate the cost of fungicides and fertilizers you pay every year. Just by planting a few green onions between your chili peppers, you can immediately convert 20 to 30% of that expenditure into net profit. Increasing absorption rates before buying expensive nutrients is the real business. Second, don't underestimate planting flowers. Some of you might be surprised that I'm talking about flowers when I'm discussing chili peppers. There's a flower called marigold. It will be the security guard for your garden. It's like hiring a 24-hour unpaid employee. A compound called alpha-terphenol, released from marigold roots, eradicates root knot nematodes, which are like cancer cells in the soil. This is a fact stated in the standard guidelines for eco-friendly farming methods. Above ground, its unique scent messes with the olfactory radar of aphids and tobacco cutworms. It's like putting your chili peppers inside a protective shield. Let's calculate this in numbers. 1 tobacco cutworm can fly in and destroy dozens of chili peppers. How much is that in terms of money? If you add up the labor costs and pesticide costs for spraying, plus the opportunity cost of bug-eaten chili peppers that have reduced market value, you'll lose anywhere from hundreds of thousands to millions of won. You can hedge that risk by buying a few thousand won worth of marigold seeds. Are you still just going to see them as flowers? This is the best investment method, with a return on investment reaching thousands of percent. On the other hand, there are crops that slowly but surely eat away at your profits. The moment you let emotions guide you and say, "There's nowhere else to plant, so let's put it here," your profit margins will plummet. That's corn. Corn is a glutton in the plant kingdom. It sucks up nitrogen and water that your chili peppers need like a vacuum cleaner to grow itself. Plus, it grows tall, blocking the sunlight, which is the lifeline for your chili peppers. According to data, chili pepper yields next to corn drop by more than 30%. You end up losing millions of won in chili pepper sales just to eat a few ears of corn. This is an adverse selection from a business perspective. Next are crops like cherry tomatoes and potatoes. They share diseases with chili peppers. If one gets anthracnose, the entire field gets shut down. This isn't risk diversification. It's a foolish portfolio that concentrates all the risk in one place. In stock market terms, it's like putting all your money into one stock, only for that company to be a failing business. You absolutely must divide your areas and isolate them. So how should you arrange them? It's simple. When you create your chili pepper ridges, plant 1 or 2 green onion seedlings between each chili pepper plant. It doesn't matter if the roots get tangled. In fact, that will make the defensive shield even denser. Plant marigolds along the edges of the field and in the pathways. You're setting up a barricade to block pests from accessing your field right from the entrance. Please place corn and tomatoes in separate areas at least 3 meters away. It won't even take an hour to draw up this plan, but this 1 hour will determine your annual profit. What I've told you today isn't just a hunch, it's science and economics. You need to stop farming just because everyone else does it. Farming is no longer a gamble left to chance. It's becoming a manufacturing process that generates profits in a strictly controlled environment. Early April, right now, is prime time. Go to the nursery immediately and buy green onion seedlings and marigold seeds, and redraw your field layout. Only those who take action will be smiling and turning their harvested chili peppers into cash when others are shedding tears over pests and diseases. Even if today's content was useful, don't subscribe. Instead, immediately apply what you've learned today to your field. Knowledge not put into action is garbage. Thank you. If this story has changed the way you look at the crops growing in your field, please subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. We are unearthing the truths of farming and the history of efficiency that someone tried to hide. Let's cultivate a better future together. More valuable information will be revealed soon.